Stuka Joe here to announce that there is a game that will be printed on demand. The game is La Defensa, el asedio de Cadiz, the defense, the assault on Cadiz 1625. This is a solitaire game designed by Daniel Hernández Iniesta and which was given to all the attendees of the Pax Ludica Wargaming Convention that was held last September in Cadiz, Spain. This is a game that comes in a bag with 2 maps and all the tables needed for play. And this is a solitaire game where the player controls the Spanish forces defending the harbor and the city of Cadiz from an Anglo-Dutch fleet that intends to disembark there and take control of the center of the city. Now, this is a game that is highly replayable for the numerous events that can happen in the game. The player must first contend with where is the Anglo-Allied fleet. The player must try to detect the fleet because if he doesn't, he's not going to receive many resources which are sorely needed to beef up the bay defenses and the defenses inside the city. These defenses allow the Spanish player to bombard the English fleet in the bay and also attack with a cannonade the Anglo-Allied detachment once it lands in Cadiz. And the game includes 2 maps. There's a map of the Bay of Cadiz, and it shows you Cadiz and surrounding areas. There's fortifications in the bay and fortifications that protect the city per se. Also, there are starting points for the Anglo-Allied fleet. You never know where it's going to come from. So you have to prepare your defenses the best that you can with the resources that you can. And if the Anglo-Allied fleet manages to land in one of the 3 landing areas, then we go to the tactical phase, which is played in this tactical map of the city of Cadiz. There we have our leaders and our Spanish detachments, and hopefully we have our fortresses that we have built throughout the game. And then the goal is to prevent the Allied detachment in a given number of turns, which is dependent on the difficulty level that we selected. And if we survive those turns and the Anglo-Allied detachment has not entered the center city space of Cadiz, we win the game. Of course, if they reach the center before the clock has run out, we lose. And of course, we also lose if we neglect the morale track, and Spanish morale goes down to 0. And there's a lot of things that lower Spanish morale, like having a weak fleet, losing battles, and other events in the game. The game brings a plethora of events. It brings events related to weather. There's weather from cloudy weather, which practically has no effect, to intense storms. And the weather will affect the strengths of both fleets and whether there can be a battle or a landing in a particular turn. There's also the effects of the 30 Years' War, good and bad for us. And then once the Anglo-Allied fleet has been detected, we have turn events also. And what you see here are some cards that I made, card events. These don't come with the campaign. These will be downloadable for free at Board Game Geek once the game has been published. And if you don't know who Daniel Hernández Iniesta is, well, you probably don't have the latest edition of C3I magazine. In that magazine, there's one of Daniel's games, El Camino Español, the Spanish Road. That was a game that was given to all the attendees of the 6th Bellotacon, which was held in January of last year in Badajoz, Spain. So C3I picked up the game and made a magnificent production. And the C3I issue is a blast. It brings not 1, not 2, but 3 games. So check it out. And I want to thank Daniel Hernández Iniesta and also Sergio from Mesa de Guerra, who's the organizer of Pax Ludica in Cadiz, for this effort. And check out the website. I've included a link in the description below. The final price of the game will depend on the number of persons that have committed to buy the game. There are more than 75 and the price is 30 euros. If they reach 100, it goes down to 25 euros. And if you're outside of the Iberian Peninsula, it's plus shipping and handling. If you sign up and are interested in having the components in English, please state so when you do sign up. There will be rules and charts and tables in English. So this is the print-on-demand campaign for the defense, the assault on Cadiz 1625. Check it out. And this is Stuka Joe signing off for now. Thanks for watching.